Dancers I looked up to as a child: Cynthia Harvey in Kitri. She made it look so fun. Natalia Makarova added an element of personal finesse to everything she did. And Alessandra Ferri as Juliet. She was the embodiment of Juliet, and that was a role which really had a great deal of depth. And to me, it was more than being beautiful, which certainly she achieved, but to be emotionally moving, to have that effect on people through ballet was enticing. And I think she is still an inspiration because she continues to dance, and she is pushing the boundaries of what we can expect in terms of longevity from a career in dance. And the ability to add that lifetime of maturity to a role we present on stage, body permitting. My teachers. Certainly my teachers helped me to appreciate the history and the legacy of what I was learning. I don't think there was one of them who didn't credit the source of the gift that they were given and then were passing on to me. I also believe that ballet teachers manage to impart in their students an understanding of what is expected of an adult in the professional world. And we are given that understanding very early. It is a valuable understanding to have. I also recall something that I understood relatively late as a teacher. My first teacher, very first teacher, Yvonne Chateau, one of the 5 Moons, one of the 5 American Indian ballerinas, mentioned when I was in pre-ballet, and we were discussing how much fun the class was, and she simply said they must love it. And as a teacher, we are so anxious to get the children to understand the basics and the technique and the flexibility and the placement and everything we want them to understand as early as possible, that sometimes we forget that they have to love it. And that really is the most important thing. Challenges. First of all, you need them. You would become a very boring performer without them. You need the technical challenges, of course, to become more confident in more technically challenging technique. You need the emotional challenges to bring to your interpretation. When faced with a technical challenge, I have to prepare myself well. Go back, break it down, find the things that work and work consistently, and have that in my arsenal before I go on stage, have that fresh in my mind. Emotional challenges, things perhaps that are going on outside of your life in ballet. Allow ballet to be your release, both physical and emotional. It is an opportunity for you to focus on something else entirely. It is an opportunity to live in a completely different world and atmosphere, so embrace that. Find the joy in what you're doing and live there while you can. Professional challenges, again, don't let them intimidate you. They will teach you something. Such is life. In a partnership, mutual respect is paramount. Without that, you will go nowhere. But to be more specific, the partners with whom I've had the most success have been really willing to accept partnering as a challenge rather than a chore. They want to be the go-to person, the one that everyone wants to work with. Therefore, they really work to make their partner look good and do everything that's possible to achieve that. They are observant, and by that I mean they understand your strengths, but even more importantly, your weaknesses. They are able to anticipate the sort of movements or mistakes you might make when you're nervous, and are flexible enough to accommodate that. That in place, the two of us can focus on performing and not simply surviving. It is calm, it is confident, it is fun, and that really makes a show, in honesty. And if I'm thinking of a classical parade, knowing that adagio is going to go well, I can focus on the challenges that follow, and am not exhausted by the strain or stress of simply making it work. Advice to dancers: be open, be flexible, learn as much as you can from teachers, from other dancers, from other disciplines, from other choreography. It will enrich whatever you bring to the stage, broaden your palette. Recognize your own unique gifts. Don't be timid, there's no time. Don't be defeated, there's no time. Work hard, work smart, and you'll be appreciated. You will be respected for that effort. And then have some fun.